A lot of attention is paid to the presidential candidates and how they're fundraising, right? So Joe Biden, oh, he's doing these dinners with big money donors, with big pharma CEOs. Yeah, that's standard practice. We know Joe Biden is basically a moderate Republican and he has no plans to adjust his campaign finance strategy. And then Trump, big oil, whatever horrific industry, he'll be getting money from them. But when it comes to the general election, fundraising like that's largely a wash because presidential candidates, the one from the Democratic Party and the one from the Republican Party, get so much free media, it doesn't matter. We saw this in 2016 where Hillary Clinton had a lot more money than Trump, and guess who won the election? Where this money makes the biggest difference is in down ballot races that don't get a ton of attention, specifically state races. So a new report came out this week from the think tank Campaign Finance Institute, CFI. They found that on average, 73% of state campaign funding from 2016 through 2019 came from large donors or PACs, while just 12% came from small donors contributing $250 or less. See, that's what's really scary. Big donors, corporations, dark money can come in, make the biggest difference with a small investment, because for state level races, it's pennies for these big money donors to buy elections. And no one notices. People don't pay attention to their local politics, certainly doesn't get any national attention, and they're able to essentially put in pro-corporate, sometimes far-right, candidates in these local elections. State elections are financed mostly by voters who give $1,000 or more, or organize interest groups, says Michael Malbin, the co-founder and executive director of CFI. From past surveys, we know that large donors to state elections are more likely than others to have material interests at stake. So say you're a plant in Michigan. You want to cut certain regulations to ensure that you're more profitable. Just throw a little bit of money at this state election. You'll have someone in government who's going to help you out. We're seeing this as well with Republicans putting a lot of emphasis on putting far-right judges throughout the country. Trump recently in a town hall with Sean Hannity said that that was his biggest accomplishment as president, was putting judges in place. That's because no one pays attention, and those judges can be there for a long time and implement far-right policy not under legislation, not under the umbrella of Congress. They can do it in quiet. And it's similar dynamic with state races. The states with the lowest share of small dollar funding are in Illinois, North Dakota, and California, followed by Nevada, Missouri, and Oregon. The states that see the most campaign funding come from large donors and non-party organizations like PACs and LLCs are Nevada, Alabama, Missouri, and Texas, interestingly enough. You don't see states like with Washington and New York there, I believe. New York is beginning a slow implementation of a small dollar donation matching system, which should have a bigger impact, copying, I believe, what Seattle did. I'm not sure if it's just Seattle or if it's statewide in Washington. But that's what we need to be doing, moving towards the state governments or the federal government matching small donations to disincentivize this state representative candidate to just go to some Koch brother PAC, some fracking company down the road, and get everything that they need and then do their bidding when they are elected. It's sick, it's disgusting, and this is what is left of our democracy. Let's stop pretending we have it anymore. It's a joke. It's a joke.